In Superman vs. the Amazing Spider-Man, 1976, Kal-El is a powerful hero from Metropolis who responds to a giant robot attack by Lex Luthor at Star Laboratories. Kal-El destroys the machine, stops Luthor from stealing a programming circuit, then captures Luthor in battle. Peter Parker is a New York hero who halts a break-in at a museum by Dr. Octopus. Peter defeats the villain's henchman, but is knocked out when Octopus uses a flying robotic ship. Peter recovers, defeats Octopus, and sells photos to J. Jonah Jameson at the Daily Bugle. In Maximum X Security Penitentiary in New Mexico, Luthor and Otto Octavius meet. They escape, unite their plans to seize world domination through weather control, and plant false leads to turn their enemies against each other. At a World News Conference in New York City, Lois Lane and Mary Jane Watson are abducted by someone posing as Kal-El. Both Parker and Kent react, transforming into their hero forms. They clash because Parker briefly gains red sun radiation-based strength from Luthor and misjudges Kal. Once the effect dissipates and the real Kal-El speaks, both understand they have been manipulated. Kal-El and Peter track the villains from New York to a warehouse, then to a village near Mount Kilimanjaro, and ultimately into orbit on a satellite used by the Injustice Gang. On that satellite, Luthor seizes control of ComLab's laser probe, intending global extortion. The villains capture both heroes briefly. Luthor reveals their plan to trigger a weather system chain reaction for $10 billion. Otto Octavius opposes the plan once he realizes it will destroy the planet and sabotages a control panel. Meanwhile, Kal-El flies to intercept a coastal tidal wave generated by the satellite weapon and dispels it using supersonic speed. Peter remains on the satellite, defeating Otto Octavius and Luthor. Kal-El captures one villain. Peter webs up the other and ensures both are returned to prison. Kal-El returns Lois Lane and Peter Parker returns Mary Jane Watson. The four enjoy a double date as the story concludes. This marked the first major Marvel DC superhero crossover. In Batman vs. the Incredible Hulk, 1981, Bruce Banner is an expert scientist working at Wayne Research on a gamma gun in hope of curing his transformation into the Hulk, a powerful green-skinned alter ego triggered by anger. While testing the gamma gun at a Gotham City Riverside lab, Banner encounters the Joker, a criminal mastermind intent on stealing the device to benefit from the cooperation of the Shaper of Worlds, an alien entity capable of reshaping reality by using others' minds. The Joker unleashes laughing gas on staff, sparing Banner only until Banner puts on a protective helmet. Joker's heist triggers Banner's transformation into the Hulk. The Hulk attacks Joker's gang and draws the attention of Batman, a vigilant crime fighter dedicated to safeguarding Gotham, who arrives to stop the robbery. Joker convinces the Hulk that Batman is his foe, prompting the Hulk to pummel the hero. Batman uses knockout gas from his utility belt and a precise solar plexus kick to subdue the Hulk. Joker escapes with the gamma gun and presents it to the Shaper of Worlds, whose fading power the Joker hopes to restore. The alien realizes that Hulk's gamma radiation can revive him, so he instructs the Joker to bring Hulk to him. Joker tracks Hulk into Gotham's depths and uses the bat signal to manipulate Batman into a temporary alliance to locate the Hulk. Batman and Joker discover Hulk, now accompanied by an illusion of a kindly old blind man. This illusion is actually Batman in disguise using a rubber mask. Batman convinces Hulk to follow them to the Shaper's warehouse near Gotham Docks. Inside the warehouse, the Shaper of Worlds summons nightmarish versions of villains, including Abomination, Killer Moth, Leader, Rhino, Scarecrow, and Two-Face to challenge Batman and Hulk. Hulk destroys the illusions and unleashes his anger on the Shaper, whose power is restored by the gamma radiation. Empowered, the Shaper grants Joker reality warping ability, allowing Joker to reshape the environment at will. Batman confronts Joker in a battle of wills and mind against chaos until Joker's psyche breaks under the strain and he collapses. In the aftermath, Joker is detained by Gotham police and Shaper returns to his dimension. Hulk reverts to Banner, who disappears. Batman and Commissioner Jim Gordon find no trace of Banner, and Batman allows him to vanish, believing Banner should remain free. In the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans, 1982, the tyrannical alien Darkseid is depicted as seeking to breach the Source Wall, a cosmic boundary that contains untold power. He believes the Phoenix Force, a remnant of Jean Grey's former power, can help him break that barrier. He allies with the new god Metron, who briefly pierces the wall and provides Darkseid access to its energy. Darkseid sends mechanized parademons and the mercenary Deathstroke the Terminator to Earth. The parademons secretly invade the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters in Westchester and remove psychic traces of Jean Grey from several X-Men, including Scott Summers, Aurora Munro, Piotr Rasputin, Kurt Wagner, Kitty Pryde, and Logan. A disturbing hallucination of Jean awakens Kitty and alerts the others. At Titan's Tower on a nearby island, Raven experiences a prophetic dream of a fiery bird of flame. Coriander, a Tamarinian refugee with energy-absorbing abilities, recognizes that image as Phoenix. She calls in Dick Grayson, Donna Troy, Wally West, Victor Stone, and Garfield Logan to investigate. The Titans locate Dick battling Deathstroke and parademons at Star Labs in Gotham City and are defeated. The X-Men attack a New Mexico facility where Deathstroke is siphoning Phoenix energy. They destroy the device, but are overwhelmed and taken captive. Both teams are transported via boom tubes to the source wall. Darkseid captures them with Deathstroke's aid and constructs a machine to reawaken Dark Phoenix using the X-Men's fragmented memories and gathered residue. Once revived, Dark Phoenix joins Darkseid. The heroes break free and encounter Metron's abandoned Mobius chair. Charles Xavier uses telepathy to transport both groups back to New York City. Underneath Central Park, the combined force of the X-Men and Titans confronts Darkseid, Dark Phoenix, Deathstroke, and additional parademons. Colossus disrupts Darkseid's energy-gathering efforts. Cyclops and Xavier reach Jean's consciousness within Phoenix, reminding her of who she is. Jean sacrifices herself and turns on Darkseid, triggering an explosion that erases both villains. Metron reclaims the Mobius chair near the ruined source wall, which now bears Darkseid's image as part of its structure. DC vs. Marvel is a 4-issue crossover miniseries released between February and May 1996, with issue number 1 and number 4 under DC vs. Marvel, and issues number 2 to number 3 titled Marvel vs. DC. The storyline centers on two immensely powerful beings called the Brothers, who each represent the entire DC or Marvel universe and issue a challenge. Each will force champions from the opposite universe to battle, with the losing Cosmos facing erasure. The first issue begins when the Brothers use a mysterious box to pull heroes into their counterpart universe. Spider-Man, Ben Reilly, who has enhanced reflexes and illusion-breaking spider sense, finds himself in Gotham and faces Joker. Captain America, Stephen Rogers, a peak human soldier with an unbreakable shield, is transported mid-fight into Gotham sewers to battle Bane. Meanwhile, Steel, John Henry Irons, an armored engineer, confronts Absorbing Man, Carl Crusher Creel, and Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner, a ring wielder capable of manifesting constructs, duels Green Goblin. These confrontations set the stage for the global contest. Over issues number 2 to number 3, 11 battles occur. 6 results are scripted by the creators Ron Mars and Peter David. DC's scripted wins include Aquaman, Arthur Curry, who commands sea life and water over Namor the Submariner, Tim Drake, Robin, a detective-minded youth, over Jubilee, energy-bursting mutant, and Flash, Wally West, a speedster, over Quicksilver, Pietro Maximoff, a Marvel speedster. Marvel scripted victories include Thor, an Asgardian war god, over Captain Marvel, Elektra, an expert assassin, over Catwoman, Selena Kyle, a feline acrobat, and Silver Surfer, Norrin Radd, a cosmic-powered herald, over Green Lantern. 5 remaining showdowns were decided by reader ballots. Spider-Man over Superboy, a young Kryptonian clone. Wolverine, Logan, a regenerating mutant, over Lobo, an immortal bounty hunter. Superman, a superpowered alien, over Hulk, a gamma-powered giant. Batman, over Captain America. And Storm, a weather-controlling mutant, over Wonder Woman, Diana of Themyscira, an Amazonian warrior. These outcomes left Marvel with 6 wins and DC with 5. Despite Marvel's slight edge, the brothers remain at stalemate. Access, Axel Asher, a man who can travel between both universes, intervenes. He combines fragments of both realities into token heroes, Batman and Captain America, creating hybrid beings Dark Claw, Logan Wayne, and Super Soldier, Clark Kent Rogers, and initiates a temporary merger called the Amalgam Universe. During issue number 4, Access, accompanied by Spectre, a spirit judge of moral balance, and Living Tribunal, an omnipotent cosmic adjudicator, separates the merged reality. As the brothers prepare for a final clash in their dimension, Access brings Batman and Captain America to the battlefield. The brothers are moved by the hero's courage and mutual respect. They thus agree to cease hostilities and restore both universes to their original form. The Amalgam Universe gave birth to 12 one-shot fusion titles in April 1996, 6 published by DC and 6 by Marvel, blending characters like Batman, Wolverine, Dark Claw, and Superman, Captain America, Super Soldier. In summary, DC vs. Marvel combines 11 hero battles decided by creative intent and fan vote, climaxes in a shared Amalgam universe, and resolves through mediation by cosmic arbiters and the example of 2 noble Earthbound heroes. Unlimited Access is a 4-issue crossover miniseries co-published from December 1997 to March 1998, continuing the story of Axel Asher, known as Access, who can traverse both universes. In issue number 1, Access returns from a previous mission and realizes his ability now includes travel through time. While at Empire State University with his girlfriend Ming Kuo Fan, he transports her away from an attack by Mantis of the New Gods and confronts both Juggernaut and Wonder Woman, a time-displaced Amazon warrior. Spider-Man helps subdue pursue Juggernaut and Mantis before both return to their home universes. Issue number 2 shows Access struggling with uncontrolled dimensional shifts. He encounters Hulk in a berserker state and then meets Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, who helps calm the rampage before both return to their proper timelines. A portal malfunction places Access in the Old West, where he meets bounty hunter Jonah Hex and gunfighter Two Gun Kid. He sends Two Gun Kid home and nearly loses Hex between worlds. Issue number 3 centers on a cosmic threat when Darkseid joins forces with Magneto, Master of Magnetism, to manipulate time and universes. They deploy Sentinel robots and threaten both Earth 616 and New Earth. Access responds by uniting heroes including Avengers, Justice League of America, X-Men 616, and Legion of Superheroes to confront the Alliance. Issue number 4 unfolds the climax as the cosmic duo's plan nears success. Access fuses members from both universes into amalgam heroes such as Captain America Jr., hybrid of Marvel's Captain America and DC's Captain Marvel Jr., Thor-El, fusion of Marvel's Thor and DC's Superman, Golia Verde, Green Lantern and Golia, Jean Black, Marvel Girl and Black Canary, Redwing, Robin and Angel, Quick Freeze, Impulse and Iceman, Wonder Wasp, Wasp and Wonder Girl, and an X-League team combining Avengers, Justice League, and X-Men. These amalgam characters repel Darkseid and Magneto before Access restores each hero to their original universe. The miniseries ends with both universes returned to their own timelines, and Access's power controlled. In JLA Avengers 2003, the story begins when Krona, a banished-owned scientist obsessed with discovering the origin of existence, destroys countless realities before reaching the Marvel Universe and confronting Grandmaster, a cosmic competitor drawn to challenges. Grandmaster proposes a contest to Krona. Each will select champions, the Avengers defending Marvel and the Justice League defending DC, in a race to collect 12 cosmic artifacts. Krona assigns the Avengers to gather 6 DC relics: the Spear of Destiny, the Book of Eternity, the Orb of Ra, the Medusa Mask, the combined Bell, Jar, and Wheel of the Demons 3, and Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern Power Battery. Grandmaster tasks the Justice League with retrieving 6 Marvel items: the Ultimate Nullifier, the Evil Eye of Avalon, the Wand of Watum, the Casket of Ancient Winters, the Cosmic Cube, and the Infinity Gauntlet. Issue number 1 begins with Krona erasing Polemarchus and the Crime Syndicate's reality before the Justice League confronts Terminus in Keystone City and Avengers repel Starro in New York. Spectre banishes Terminus and Starro retreats. Each team receives guidance. Metron gives Avengers a mother box to traverse worlds. Grandmaster briefs Justice League via their moon base. Flash travels to Earth 616, courts danger from anti-mutant crowds, and realizes the Speed Force is absent there. During issue number 2, the teams clash and then split to collect artifacts. Wonder Woman and Aquaman face off against Hercules and She-Hulk in Asgard. Hawkman, Black Canary, and Blue Beetle challenge Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver at the Flash Museum. Robin and Hawkeye, Atom and Yellowjacket, Green Lantern and Iron Man each pursue separate objects. The Justice League secure the Orb of Ra, Evil Eye of Avalon, Bell of Uthul, Wheel of Njorloth, Red Jar of Calathos, and Book of Eternity. The Avengers grab the Ultimate Nullifier, Spear of Destiny, Wand of Watum, Casket of Ancient Winters, and Infinity Gems. Flash wins the Infinity Gauntlet. Issue number 3 depicts a massive final clash in the Savage Land for the Cosmic Cube, featuring dozens of heroes. Quicksilver seizes the cube, tying the tally 6-6. Captain America intentionally deflects it to Batman, tipping the score to 7-5 in Justice League's favor. Krona then summons Galactus, intending to extract Cosmic Secret. Grandmaster channels the 12 items to merge both universes into one to stop Krona before destruction. Issue number 4 shows reality distorted. Heroes remember the contest via a spectral Krona and are guided by Phantom Stranger. Avengers and Justice League unite to infiltrate Krona's stronghold, constructed from Galactus's remains. Captain America leads, Superman wields Mjolnir, Flash distracts Krona, while Hawkeye fires an explosive arrow into the artifact chamber. The sequence frees Eternity and Kismet, collapsing Krona into a cosmic egg. Spectre restores the universes, returning heroes to their respective realities while affirming their roles. Cosmic Egg remains on Justice League Watchtower for study. Metron anticipates it may hatch future universal knowledge. This event represents a fully realized intercompany crossover, resolving with unity and cosmic balance through heroic intervention.